to child abuse. Will I want to be here? Probably not.
I hate claymores.
Instead of helping them, you should just unalive them.
That's everybody.
Or you can't help them. You're saying you should unalive them in that case. What are you talking about? You should help them.
I'm not saying, I think that I'd rather not be here. My personal experience is I'd rather not be here than have to go through hell.
Well, that's sad, but
right? That's just my own personal
that's sad, but
then that's fine. It could be sad. It's my personal opinion. If I had a choice in the matter,
yeah, but you're imposing that opinion on other people.
Right?
Cool. So, just to get back,
Judy, it's so fucking funny to me, and so I think most women that are pro-choice, how these men are gonna sit up here, oh, you're a horrible fucking person for killing.
Enablers, yeah.
But if it was them,
it's not even ableist, dude. I just woke my I think it's empathy, in my opinion. It's more empathy than ableism.
Yeah, they should
I wouldn't want to feel that way.
Okay,
I want to feel.
You think we should unalive victims? What's your position? We should unalive victims?
We're not talking about people that are here.
People
I'm saying if I had a choice whether to watch my child suffer till they die, I would make the choice of not letting them be a part of this world so they didn't have to suffer.
See, this is the problem. It's the woman's fucking choice. We're not saying that as women we should have the choice to unalive all people with disabilities.
Yeah.
No, it's about if we feel as women that we can provide for these offspring that have these disabilities. And if the answer is no, then why are you going to give birth to someone with disabilities? Put them up for adoption. They're never going to get adopted, by the way. Nobody fucking adopts people with disabilities.
You don't know that.
Group homes,
Yeah, so let's just kill them.
Those fucking group homes are terrible.
Yeah.
Being in a group home that would actually show love.
Yeah,
I've never been living in 9 to 10-year-old last because people like you, whether those people be here than not be here. Honestly, as a child that I knew was severely disabled, nothing but pain and misery, but with all my heart.
Yeah, you're just an ableist. That's so you don't want to go.
just like modern people.
Boys, I can't fucking you two idiots. You're sticking your dicks in each other's asses. Talk one at a time.
It's crazy,
That's why I stopped while you were talking. We began to talk at the same time. It's again more than edgewise with you girls.
About people. I'm trying to drop this one mad guy for a minute. It didn't even.
You're talking about Sim?
Sim too a little bit. Sim's just a getaway.
So, A said that part of the reason why you think you should be able to have an abortion is because it's based on your autonomy, right? Doing your body as you want, right? Okay. And you said that you would rather, if you could have another kid, you would rather have it in some kind of like artificial womb. That was the thing there.
That was the thing, yeah. If that was the option, I would rather do one another child. I would have another child. If I get pregnant again, I will die.
Okay, so would it be...
Really good chance that I could die, so yeah.
Okay, so would it be immoral to unalive or a fetus in an artificial womb since it is not part of your body?
That's so
I understand.
because the only reason why someone would do that is there's something severely wrong, and your child's gonna have and you realize that most women won't go, wow, I don't want this child, I'm gonna put it in a uterine tube, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so in this hypothetical scenario,
Hypotheticals.
in this hypothetical scenario,
This is what pisses me the fuck off. Y'all come up here, you pro-birthers come up here, and you're like, in this hypothetical scenario where a woman is in outer space and the child is going to be on Mars. No, shut the fuck up. This is not
I don't know why I'm suddenly British.
Wait. Because we're just tired
Just voting for morality,
There's
that's all.
fucking women dying
Wait,
because of stupid laws written by stupid men that don't understand women's bodies.
I'm
Who
an
have no medical
atheist, so...
backgrounds. Probably couldn't even tell me where fertilization occurs in the female body. Where does it occur? Any answers?
What's the round?
Stop. Where does fertilization occur?
In the...
Nope, not in the uterus.
Where does it happen,
The
Professor?
fallopian tubes.
That's where the eggs come out. Are you a dumb?
That's
Wait,
that's obviously. The
Are you
fallopian
actually
tubes
stupid?
keep ovary. Oh my gosh, is a man trying to tell me how a woman's body works?
Well, considering I know more than you,
You don't know
based on
shit,
what you just
baby.
said.
You don't know a fucking thing.
Okay, sweetheart.
your sperm comes out of your asshole? Like, fuck.
Did you know that shit comes out of your mouth?
Oh yeah, like your
Yeah,
ass
it
is
does,
dumb
so-
the shit coming out of your
That makes sense.
No, I'm talking about you.
It should be the exact same comeback.
Yeah, the exact same comeback, yeah.
Good one.
I know, I'm mocking you in a British accent.
Because you guys are being
She got me
you
there,
guys
bro.
don't even know. You guys are talking about women's bodies and you don't even know anything about them. That's what's funny here.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, it's okay.
You just said that the eggs fertilize
It travels to the uterus hopefully and implants. As long as it doesn't implant in the fallopian tube, that's if you have to use these medications that you guys are supposed to do. I do. Like politicians have the same views you guys do. I'm trying to ban these medications so that you don't healthcare can't get it.
Do you use healthcare immediately in the medical field?
Yeah. I know more about the body than you do.
Is it authority fallacy?
So fucking idiot.
Interesting. Interesting.
No, it's not a vagina.
Well, if you position, saying it's true, it's not terms. It means, and that just would mean that there's authority fallacy, which is just exhalation, right?
I'm so tired of this fallacy bullshit. Get the fuck out of
But
here.
it's not making that for us. Maybe smart, you know. You, he can. If you, thank you.
This hurts that so hard that you don't
Thank you were the smartest person ever. I said, who is it?
I think I know more about the female body than you guys do.
So do you think you're the smartest person ever? Do you think that?
I think I know more about medical stuff than you guys do.
So do you think you're smarter than everyone else? Are you sure about that?
And everybody thinks they're stupid.
There's not one of them.
Shut up. I hate those other people. B, how old are you? Okay, what's your opinion?
I don't know why it's
About like abortion?
exactly. Yeah, no, like, why do they care when it's not their body?
Because men have been trying to control women since the dawn of time, right? Because our dicks are very
Well,
What's these guys' opinions?
We've been here for a while.
Okay, can you define
the unnecessary legal unalignment of the Homo sapien.
Okay. Then all for
Do you provide for recording?
Yo, shoot me!
What did you say about Shark?
I said that if you achieve that, it's soldier that's in the United States committed murder also murder.
No, that's the
No,
power.
I said unnecessary illegal, so no.
Yep.
Is it illegal? State,
murder is illegal in basically every country, so.
talking about abortion specifically, and in some states it's
Yeah, like
legal. Some states
if abortion was murder, they would put it on a certain date. They only let you have abortion on a certain date. So like, if your baby is, if you're too hard to your pregnancy, you cannot have that baby. If that's the
Depends
case,
on the states.
it means that a human that like it doesn't have a heartbeat or like any function, like organs. So
blood is still a sapien, and I would argue that just because you isn't a reason for you to be treated like less of a human. People with pacemakers, are they not human because they?
what's your point?
My point is that just because someone my point the choice for someone to have a pacemaker is like, I'm gonna get a pacemaker. Like fashion statement. Fashion statement. Are you an idiot? Are you sure?
They died.
No, I don't want this person
When they don't do the surgery.
They died.
They can't, you know.
save their life.
Wait, what he's trying to say?
Is when you're pregnant. It's the stupidest thing.
Wait, because they're infecting it.
I'm not the enemy
Well,
here.
because the person doesn't do it because of that.
It's not supposed to be fair.
No, it's a pacemaker that would save her life.
We're not forcing you to agree. We're trying to force you to be honest. We're trying to outlaw very primitive, very immoral, very should be
That's the point of this.
Mansplaining all that shit.
They just mansplain you to pieces, for God's sake.
Because you're an idiot. That's why. That wasn't a... If you're an idiot.
Yeah, my mom had cancer. She died of cancer. She refused to get chemotherapy or any kind of removal of the tumor. Even then, you can't. So.
Actually, they can force you. Maybe not procedure, but like you realize in like mental asylums, or you say that. those places, right? You do realize they can make you take drugs, regardless if you want to do it or not. Or like for example, like a drug test when police stop you over. You do realize if you refuse, you can possibly go to jail, isn't it? So yes, they are forcing you to do it. Because if you say no, like you say, if the police officer asks you, I actually wouldn't do that. Can you go to jail for a drug test for like the?
If you don't want to you don't have to put on a ventilator. But what?
Okay, you can refuse. Okay, I take that back. You probably can refuse it. Okay, I take that back. You can refuse it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm just jump down. Fuck, I need a drink after that.
Requesting air support. Should have thought that one through.
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Secure the target. Enemy drone swarm is in the air.
With your wiping. LRS actually needs to punish you more.
Destroy the area.
She needs to make you do all the tours. Then we go into the entertainment. It's not an excuse. It's these hot tips with all turbos.
Is complete. Good work.
It may be crazy, but is it wrong? Why did everybody block you, Product? She's dumb as a fucking rock. She thinks she's as intelligent as everybody else. She's dumb as a fucking rock. Yeah, it would be.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, I'm gonna say that I agree with your statement, and I believe that women should get the death penalty if they do abortion. And I would say that if I was a dumb bitch like you, shut your dumb ass up and go kill yourself or your dumb ass
Bro,
friends.
imagine saying that and then cutting
Shut
off
your
when
dumb
you
ass.
speak English. That's what's fucking hilarious. Go back to Nigeria under the scrums. That's what you need to do. You need to go back to your fucking hut in Nigeria, speaking like that, trying to act American when you're fucking stumbling on your fucking words.
Howdy.
Hello?
So you're correlating Christianity to AB, right?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying as a Christian, you should be for punishing women who unwanted children. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Isn't it a little hypocritical though, if you're a Christian and name
No.
Didn't everyone?
I don't know why you think God is not. He is back to human.
Christianity, Christians who do
You still
For the enemy.
now a human.
They're taking Charlie. They're taking Alpha. Enemy taking Bravo.
perfect.
Charlie secure.
I think God is a because he made a mistake when he to run a lot of his first time. That doesn't necessarily mean
Taking Bravo.
you're listening to my podcast.
Friendly mosquito deployed.
Yeah, so much. I'm glad that you think they've been things done.
Enemy securing Charlie. We're taking Bravo. We're losing Charlie. Control Bravo.
Yeah, it's funny. It's been like
Securing Charlie. Enemy securing Bravo. Enemy securing Bravo. Securing objective Alpha. Securing Bravo. Enemy securing Bravo. They're taking Alpha. We have taken objective Bravo is compromised. Friendly mosquito deployed.
I am not the enemy here.
Enemy taking Bravo. Securing objective Alpha. Losing Charlie. We secured the lead.
in video here. I'm just gonna
Stay vigilant. Enemy taking Charlie.
TV years.
Enemy securing Bravo.
No one ammo.
Enemy taking Bravo. They're taking Charlie. Securing Bravo. Securing all of them. Bravo. Charlie is compromised. We control Bravo. Securing objective Charlie.
Blast out!
Bravo is compromised. Heading back.
It's KGB 121401. That's my
I'm
district.
not the enemy here. Almost done. Setting Claymore.
Oh, I could have got him.
Very fast.
Securing objective Bravo. The enemy has captured 2
Blast out.
objectives. Get them.
Aim for the enemy.
We're taking Bravo. Securing objective Bravo. Enemy taking Alpha. Objective Bravo secure.
How's that not a kill? No way.
We hold on. Enemy taking Bravo.
Watch out, German. Go on, ammo.
Enemy taking Alpha.
Almost
Not a
done.
kill? What?
Aim for the enemy.
Enemy taking Alpha.
KGB 121401. It should be in my bio.
Friendly mosquito active.
Blast out.
Enemy securing Bravo.
Very fast.
Taking Alpha.
Hey, watch out, German.
Bravo. Enemy securing Bravo. Friendly
I'm loading.
mosquito deployed. Enemy taking Bravo.
I'm not the enemy here. Aim for the enemy. Setting Claymore.
Taking Alpha. Enemy securing Bravo.
Blast out. Setting Claymore. Grenade, move. Grenade, move.
Enemy securing Bravo.
kill!
Mission accomplished.
Oh, that's right, the pistol one. I don't really show you. Guys, I'm here. Want to make another quick video. Heck? One second. Something. Discord is KGB. If you're trying to ask me to make a logo, I'm not interested. I already have my own logo. I'm not interested. I cannot stand you. I need ammo. I actually have asked that question in like public speaking. Let me do that, man. How's that?
People are currently very upset at Adam Sandler, and the exact reason why is quite shocking. So a few years ago, Adam Sandler was asked if he thought Grown Ups 3 would ever happen, and he answered that question by saying he could see Grown Ups 3 happening, considering that the actor that played his son in the Grown Ups movies, different voice, sadly passed. Really expected that answer from Adam Sandler. I just really expected Grown Ups 3 to happen, and it was just a few days
Team
ago.
deathmatch.
Enemy operation!
Destroy the enemy. We have taken the lead.
Rain flash! Flanking here. I've got another worse spread. Grenade, move! Just get out! Flash out!
UAV standing.
Rain flash! Moving this way. Flash out! Enemy in the area. They're down for now. Hey, get back! Watch out, German!
UAV is being refueled. RTB at this time.
Took a shot!
UAV in the area.
I've been told I'm hard to kill. Flash out! I'm reloading! Stand incoming! Almost done! Grenade, move!
Finish it.
Stand incoming! Rain flash!
Get to it.
Ammo here!
Visual on the target.
Putain! Aim for the enemy!
Loading fresh mag.
Careful, area's hot. Could do this all day. Blast out!
You're asking me to make a logo, I'm not interested. I already have a logo. I don't need you to make that.
Throwing flash!
Got it. You have to bring it to a match.
Throwing ammo! Flash out!
You're gaining ground. Do not give it back.
Loading fresh mag.
Flash out!
The mission is complete. Good work.
Websites and your parents should know. Did you know if you go to this website, your kid can go from aiding writing to actually choosing to do it? Watch this. It's called Gaku, and it's a writing coach and interactive game built. Your kid picks a mission, and they're I think take it through fun guided mission. I think this guy just go to it. Finish with a call to action or question that leaves you reader thinking. For grades 3 through 8, they have this writing workshop. All you do is hit start now, which take you through 30 to 40 minute guided workshops starting from rewriting all the way to completion. And our personal AI coach guides.
Wait, after this, then do search and destroy. Customize. A lot of weapons. It's probably the best thing I'll say, but no weapons from the second. Oh wait, the second game of the same game. I don't know why, but Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, they're basically the same game. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, they're basically the same game. This is clearly the best out of the Modern Warfares. The new ones. I haven't played the first one. I only played like recently.
Hard point.
Tactical out! Moving to my mark. Tossing tactical. Tactical out!
Compromise.
Come on.
Taking the lead.
I need scavenger. I mean, I have no other option.
Tossing tactical.
Be much slower. I'm not gonna use a shield loadout probably.
Fading fast here.
Somehow that's not a kill.
I'm low on ammo. KIA. Ammo's almost dry. Tossing tactical. Tactical out.
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by.
Taking fire.
Secure the lead. Secure the area. Hardpoint relocating. Secure the
We're on the same side.
enemy. This way.
Low on ammo. Tossing tactical.
Hostile FAE near your
No.
position. Hostile UAV.
Finish it up. Drop them. We're on the same side. Taking fire. tag. Closing tactical.
I thought I said I wanted to use this.
Closing tactical.
Friendly precision airstrike inbound.
Check your fire.
Should be almost every attachment, though.
You're going to want to press secure our objective. Do not let your guard down.
It's predicated on presuppositions. You're not going to want to just grab that to your body. Symbolism. That's one of my
flanking here.
Well, I was shooting on like.
It's kind of like. That the woman has the quote unquote right is to get abortions because the woman's presupposed, mind you, autonomy outweighs the like precepts of artistry, right? And so
final minute.
You have to get traits or characteristics, and then we could just question him on.
You've won that round. Get ready for the next one.
Properties matter as opposed to the kind of organism on the What's our rationale on that? Cheap, bro. Look, man, that's an analyze, bro. Yeah, actually,
destroy. Set up a perimeter around the objective. Do not let them reach it.
They got a very unique game.
movement here. Moving this way.
Oh my, here's a typical. Go to jail.
1 minute remaining.
Flanking here.
Ground secure. On to the next.
Avon, 1 second. You're a little bit better. You rest you guys up for a second. I keep requesting. I know a lot of people are requesting here, so.
Sadly, we still got that.
Get you guys at one point. I'm just like.
So you see,
Search and destroy.
so you see how the morality of it is.
Place the charges on the target and destroy it.
To be okay with someone going to somebody's child.
Wait. What? You think all wars? Wait, you're not
We're
contributing.
planting at Alpha.
It's not.
Device in place. Countdown started.
I will say I'm a conservative. I don't like the war at all in Iran. I know a lot of people. The fact that being
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
well, I can say in the first live that all I can say about it. But being,
You won that round. Get ready for the
I don't
next
like
one.
that either because it also the Nigerian thing. Where those Christians are still being slaughtered and stuff. Personally, I don't think we should never have engaged in it. I don't support the president's initiative to go into Iran. But so I will
Use
say
the
I
charges.
agree.
Blast the target. No mistake.
It's not a contradiction because I don't. We're on the same side of that stance. I don't think he should be doing that. So that's what I think.
But that's one of the reasons why I don't believe.
Only you remain. Finish the mission.
The United States taxes are generally involuntarily paid. Like taxes are levies against income that
Income
can be used for any purpose. It doesn't follow just because somebody has an income levy and then chooses to allocate the aforementioned levied funds towards death and destruction abroad. It doesn't follow that the person who's paying the taxes agrees to these things or wants these things to happen and therefore deems them to be morally permissible. Additionally, with respect to abortion being wrong in a northern ethical sense, really, like, the debate is just between whether elective abortions are permissible or they're not permissible. Anything else, you're generally going to have some sort of relevancy breakers. So, I mean, I don't know, like, I don't think it follows that just because somebody pays taxes that they don't necessarily agree with going to.
We lost that round. Prepare for the next one.
I don't think that equates to them saying that, well, war must be permissible, and therefore war is permissible, and the other thing must be permissible. In this case,
I just think that it's necessary either. But that's fine. I mean, like I said in the chat, it definitely doesn't follow, especially when every single person also pays taxes towards it. No, I don't understand this argument.
Exactly. You still doesn't.
We choose our leaders.
Wait, all of them do it.
Wait, what?
The round is lost. Focus on the next one.
Someone pays taxes, that inherently means that they support the war. And I don't know where this whole, like, your vote voted for. And number two, I don't see the relevance in the conversation.
Search and destroy.
You might have misunderstood what I said was. That's because I said
set up a perimeter around the objective. Do not let them reach it.
You have an active field upgrade here.
Support wars, those are facts. Those are my line.
Sure, but you don't have taxes over where the funding goes, and you also don't have a choice to pay taxes.
Absolutely, but the statement that I say, right, the statement which I said was that our taxes do fund
external wars is a true statement. Yeah, but that's not the basis of the war. So now what you're trying, what you're basically is that you feel that it's, sorry, let me say this. What you're basically just trying to do is justify or basically not knowing that it was going to do it, but the truth is that we all know that that's what's happening.
That's not at all what's happening here. What we're saying is that's not a you're tracking.
1 minute remaining.
Like, do you think that the average American wants to pay the taxes that they do? Obviously, you're threatened under legal.
That's a different
right.
Whether
okay, so let me get this straight. You have a person that makes money, then the person that makes money under penalty of imprisonment has to pay the money, okay, to the government, right? And then on top of that, the government, right, chooses what to do with the money, not the individual taxpayer.
30
so
seconds
it
left.
doesn't follow that just because an individual pays taxes, that they then think that, well, whatever they choose to do with the money, I think is morally permissible. By that logic,
Round secure. On to the next.
must support January or granted that Epstein. Oh, but he was subsidized.
No.
He was subsidized by the federal government.
Sorry.
Interesting.
You said something before. I wish I would have remembered what you said, but you kind of like shot down.
It doesn't follow that if you pay taxes involuntarily or voluntarily, that someone else who then makes executive decisions with the aggregated capital, all of a sudden, anything that happens, you sign off on. That's ludicrous.
So what I want to say to you is, what's your name? Lisa? Lisa, thank you. So I was going to say, Lisa, is basically, we, at least here, I'm in the United States, I don't know what country, but that's correct. So we here, we have a democratic state in which we vote for our local government, and then it expands itself to... I'm aware. Right? So it would be our responsibility, right, to choose the candidates which benefits our morality most, right?
Yeah, their responsibility as a citizen, yeah.
So what I see is not you as individual Christians. I'm not taking every Christian as a whole group. I know you guys are individuals, right? Let's say many Christian groups here, especially in the United States, they seem to support presidential candidates in which they're happily willing to go into war to cause these things, which is ironically against our own members. So I'm not asking you to take...
but how is this relevant?
Yeah, how is this relevant to extortion?
Oh yes, that it's a moral hypocrisy.
Okay, but there are also pro-life atheists. I mean, like, I don't see how, like, this, like, religion and politics thing, like, really coincides. What we're talking about is whether or not abortion is permissible. Like, that's the discussion at hand.
Yeah, well, abortion is responsible. I'll let you respond. So, no, but what I was trying to say is no difference in life, whether it be a fetus which has life, or it be a grown adult who has life. Murder, right? Whichever way that it comes, that as Christians or as individuals, we should all be against. But just state that abortion.
Yeah, I agree. Like, what? Like, just because, two things can be true at once. Like, I can be chewing gum and walking, and if I'm just saying, oh, I'm chewing gum, that doesn't mean that I'm not walking. Like, I don't understand, like, what you're talking about. Obviously, like, yeah, all murder is wrong. We agree. I think that doesn't...
it's analytically true. Like, everybody up here is against murder, so even if it were the case that we somehow voted for a candidate that did wage war, it doesn't mean that we knew at the time that the candidate was actually going to do that, nor does it mean we condone murder.
No, I didn't say... Sorry.
And there are different types, actually, there's more than two, but there are different types of performative contradictions. They generally break down into two main categories. Tu quoques, which are informal fallacies, and then absolute negations, which necessitate the falsehood of the view, okay? So even if it were the case that this wasn't non-sequitorial, okay, and that it did follow, which doesn't, it would still just be a performative contradiction, right, in the tu quoque category, and not the performative contradiction that necessitates the falsehood of a view. So here's an example. If I tell you it's wrong to unalive sentient beings, but then I unalive pigs, which are obviously sentient beings, okay? This would just be a disparity or paradoxical behavior between what I'm doing and what I'm saying that we ought not do. However, it doesn't change the fact that it might be true that it is still wrong to do this thing. Just because I engage hypothetically does not necessitate the falsity of the view. That's just the way, which is an informal fallacy, basically meaning you too, okay, in Latin. That does not necessitate the falsehood of the view. Now, a performative contradiction that would necessitate the falsehood, speak as I'm speaking to you, is obviously a logical paradox, violating the second Boolean law of logic known as the law of non-contradiction. So an affirmation and negation cannot both simultaneously be true. Therefore, this view is false. Obviously, I can speak. I'm speaking to you right now.
If I may say something, I don't really see how this is a justification for abortion. As the well, you're trying to say is, well, because people over there do something. It's basically like a red herring, right? Because people do something over there, somehow it's okay to have abortions.
Oh, that's not right.
Guys, sorry, I have to interrupt you guys. I'll be back.
So, like, do you think all wars in all cases are wrong? Like, do you think, like, when we, like, stormed Normandy, the Normandy beaches, you think that was wrong, too? You think every single war in every single context is wrong?
Yeah, I think
around the objective. Do not let them reach it.
Alright, so, like, if that's the case, I don't really see how this is hypocritical, right? Like, as he, like, explained, right? Like, taxes, like, obviously these come out of your income. It's beyond your control. Like, how would that follow that we're being hypocritical?
That's not what I'm saying. Let me explain myself in case I wasn't clear. The only reason I mentioned about the taxes is because that we feel, let's say, at least us as Americans, we feel in the war. But when you look at the way your government is set up, you yourself as an individual is part of the government itself. The individual is the government in a certain aspect. So even though we feel ourselves to be divided from what's happening away from us in reality. So the same, let's say, the same moral value I feel against abortion is the same moral values that I have against war. What I was asking is why
Careful,
Christians
hot.
not see the same I don't see Christians arguing against abortion. You never see a Christian arguing against war.
Oh, you don't know that. Well, again, war isn't inherently wrong. I just gave you an example. Like,
that's your opinion.
I mean, do you agree? You just said general cases. Like, do you believe? Like, I'll give you an example again. Do you think, like, when America entered World War II, you think we should have, like, let the Third Reich's regime continue, or, like, you think it was wrong for us to step in?
Of course. Once we get to that point where war is at hand, there's nothing else, you have to defend your children. Of course, you have to play that part, right? But just remember that. How can I explain this? I mean, have you really looked at World War II?
Wait a minute. So you're saying it is permissible under certain conditions?
Well, that's there's nothing else. Let's say if a man comes to my house, right, or there's violence in the house and I want to protect my family, then, you know, it is what it is, right? That's you guys understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Into the details, right? But my general opinion, as the gentleman said, war is never a thing. So I'm not saying that we should start wars at all. I'm saying that we should be against all murder of all people.
Well, you're assuming, like,
right? But nobody here disagrees with that. So, like, what does it have to do with abortion being wrong? Do you hold that it's wrong?
Abortion, yeah. All right. Yeah, my question was, is it why not as Christians, why we feel so, why do we have this, why are we such against abortion? Not such against abortion. That's basically what I was trying to say. I thought there was a more hypocrisy.
I think there are a lot of people that are against both. In fact, I think many Christians are against both. I think it depends. You're kind of generalizing.
It's kind of tough because here the evangelical movement is pro-Trump. Trump is definitely pro-war.
Okay, they could be pro-Trump for other reasons.
Well, at least the Catholic Pope,
well, again, we could be pro-Trump and other reasons. For people could be pro-Trump for other reasons, anyways. Like, I don't see how this is still hypocrisy. Like, you could be.
Yeah, I got you. So let's put it this way, right? If I don't know, it's kind of funny that you said that, right? So Trump is going to move forward in 5 years, right? Just because he might be beneficial to you, I don't know, with a tax cut. My morality would stand closer to, like, I'm not going to vote this person because I know that he's going to go for war, regardless of my tax break that I would not get. So I don't see how.
What if you voted for him, right? Again, so obviously you've already signed off that abortion's wrong. So
Device in place. Countdown
but what if you voted for Trump and you didn't know he was going to do that? What about those people?
I don't know. That's a hypothetical, but I mean, yeah, it's not really.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like I'm not.
But if you want to go to that conversation,
prepare for the next one.
I'm just saying that there are people, right? Trump campaigned on no new wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So can't you conceive that there's likely going to be a large amount of people that believe that and then voted for him based on their values and interests?
Yeah, I'm sure that hypothetical.
You've secured the device.
Oh, can I hop in here?
Yeah.
Moving.
I will say I'm not a big guy in politics, and before the election even came out, the only thing I knew about it was Nigerians in West Africa that were getting slaughtered that he was promising to help. And honestly, when I saw that made me lean more conservative. Obviously, yeah, he came in and that was a big thing that I saw. So honestly, I wasn't like really backed into it. I know we've been on and off that I ran for a while, but I never knew that honestly it came out like that.
I have a question now. So let's say if a woman has a miscarriage,
search and destroy.
Would that be something that the woman is responsible?
No.
Set up security around the objective.
Say the woman responsible?
Yeah, like, is guy responsible for something like that? If the woman has a miscarriage, that's something else.
Well, you could both give her own answers. I'm not like an expert in Christianity, but you need to keep in mind death is the response of Adam and Eve's transgression. So God allows death to occur, but God is not responsible for it. Because mind you, if Adam and Eve never sinned, there would be no miscarriages.
I don't know. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the conversation.
Yes, sir, man.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too, man.
That's all I had to say. I'm not really too smart for this.
No, you guys are good, dude. I'm completely new to all this stuff. Like, I'm trying to get into debating and stuff. Like, so I love getting different opinions and talking to other people. So, I mean, I like anything you have. I mean, like, it's awesome. It's awesome to talk about.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming up here, man.
I just wanted to speak to that guy. He said he was pro-life, but it seems like a very like kind of like a pro-choice rhetoric. Yeah, it's like especially like taxes. Like he's from America, right? Depending on what state, yeah, like every federally we all have to pay income tax if you work. I mean you could just like not work, but I mean that's not going to end too well for you. But like taxes, there's nothing really we can do.
Yeah, that's why I try to say it first. Is like there is like punishment for not paying tax evasion. I know there is ways you can get there's tax avoidance, but it's a lot harder.
Well, like if you don't do it, like they're just gonna they're gonna just they're gonna take your money from your wages. Like if you in many cases, like you don't really have a choice. Like that's the thing. If you work and you live in society, you're going to have to pay taxes. There's nothing you can do. And to think that like the left wouldn't do the same. Like I'm not really into politics, but what I'm hearing when Trump was like running for office, right, was basically, hey, if you vote for me, like the war in Palestine is going to end, the war with Ukraine is going to end, stuff like that. But like there's really nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, and like That's why I don't know. I mean, I try to tell people like I debated Dean Withers earlier today when he was live, and the main thing I always talk about is like he'll try and disprove your ability. He circles around it, but the fact is, I think Trump was more siding with and doing better things for Christians, and that has been my biggest stance.
1 minute remaining.
On a lot of things. Like, the better things you can do, I'm not trying to lessen slaughtering
We lost that round.
Christians
Prepare for
in
the next one.
Nigeria. I mean, there was, like, I don't know how many there is now. I mean, it went up thousands in weeks, and I know Trump pressed them about it. And I mean, I don't think any other president would do that. I think, like, I know when I was watching the political race, watching both candidates talk, it just seemed like if Kamala Harris, well, first I was Biden, the first one, and then he was completely unwell until he could run.
Yeah.
And I think Kamala said that. I just didn't. I felt like there would have been more. I feel like we would be at war with Russia right now. The way she was talking about the Ukrainian war, instead of trying to make peace, he tried to decide, and then like Russia. I mean, it's like a good thing I was hearing about it. I don't know. I didn't expect that. I honestly Trump against the wars. I didn't expect this whole Gabriel thing at all.
Focus on the next one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, look. Like when you're voting in America, there's two options that can realistically win. You could just not vote, but like you try to pick who the best represents your morals. Like there's really nothing else you can do. So I think that's really ridiculous. Like I used to have this view. I'm not a pacifist. I don't think we should never go to war. You know, there's people who have that view. I don't think we should never go to war, but like, there's obviously cases where it's justified.
Yeah.
We lost that round. Prepare for the next one.
Good stuff. Let's see here. I gotta catch up on these comments, man. There's a lot of comments. You don't hear me good chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Search and destroy.
Holy crap, there's a lot of comments. I did not get to a lot of these.
Set up security around the objective.
If you saying mentioning me, Squid. It's Tristan. Tristan's been here for a minute.
Mission failed. Return to base.
It's not like I'm celebrating war, but I mean, it's something that has, because human nature, it's not like, I mean, it's kind of idealistic. I mean, ideally, we don't want any wars, but this is just human nature.
I mean, it's gonna happen times. I mean, like, it's awful. Like, I hate when people, like, and sometimes there probably will be a time coming down the line that it will be necessary to have war.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, obviously, I don't like it. You do it and stuff, and it's awful, but